Hello, 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 loves. Welcome back to Conversations with Kim. We are here. It is 2020 and we are about to do this thing. It don't matter what it was, what it used to be, where you've been, what you've been through. We're going to make some changes going forward to do what it is we need to do and must do to get ourselves to that next level. It don't matter about who, what, when, where, how. None of that old stuff don't matter. If the song say, may old acquaintances be forget about them. Leave them where they at. You can't keep bringing that stuff up. And what you don't want to do is bring that weight into 2020. Here with Conversations with Kim, we're going to put all those things on the table. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent. Okay? Not that we'll always agree on everything because everybody has an opinion and everybody's entitled to that. But guess what? We have to be respectful of what the other person thinks, respect the fact that sometimes we have to agree to disagree and move on because God made us all unique. He made us all different and we all have our own opinions and it's all good. Know that. Before we get into today's conversation, we need to be sure that you check the subscribe box. Okay, click on the box. And I need to be sure that you give us a like because likes are very important. Believe it or not, likes matter. Okay, now it don't always matter whether or not everybody likes you, but likes do matter. That's just a side note. So, in today's conversation, what we want to talk about is your delivery and how it brings you to your deliverance, and vice versa. How your deliverance brings you to your delivery. Understand something. The way that you communicate with people, the things that you've learned, where you've been, and where you're going is all part of your deliverance. It is, I promise you. Here's what I'm saying. Sometimes you ever encounter people that just all the time it just seems like they mad or that they angry or that something's always wrong and stuff like that and da 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 da. And you like, what is wrong with this person? Why is it that you are always upset? Why is it that you are always just, you can never seem to be a nice person? But the flip side of that is they actually are a nice person. And you find yourself like, okay, it's kind of contradictory to what it is. And you almost don't know which way you need to be going with this person. It's like, okay, do I need to try to be nice? We're going to get along? Or are we going to just constantly stay mad at each other because I don't know what it is you want from me? Know this, first of all, that whatever they have going on generally has nothing to do with you. Nothing, I promise you. Where we want to try to go going forward is, again, understand that sometimes we have to agree to disagree. The way that a person is dealing with whatever may or may not be going on in their life, because it's not always that something's going on, but it may be that something is not happening that they really wanted to happen or that they were hoping happened. See, and that's where the differences come in at, because they're not communicating because it may be a private matter. It really might. And it just may be something that they're trying to figure out within themselves right now. So guess what? They got to get that together within themselves before they can even bring it to you, because they don't even know how to even present it or to even ask for an opinion, some help, even though you may feel, oh, I can help you. I could have helped you with that, da 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 da. But a lot of times people need to get it together in themselves, what it is that's really going on, how they even want to deal with it, you know, or can they deal with it? Because it might be too much and they might need some help, but we all got to get there. The way you come across to people can make or break a relationship, friendships. It could just be the dynamic, the way you encounter a person, even when you just in the store. I've come across many people when I'm in the store and you at the cash register and you ringing up or whatever. And I've definitely seen situations where people have just, the person that was in front of me was giving the cashier the business. I mean, the absolute business. And you never know what that person may have had going on, granted, but the cashier really has nothing to do with that. He or she is just at work. They don't have anything to do with what's going on with you. And you have to understand that the way you come across, sometimes you may feel that, oh, it's no big deal. I mean, that's just the way I am. Okay, but understand something. The way that you bring across, or the way that you deliver, or your actions might warrant a reaction from another person. See, and then you're going to be, well, I wasn't even looking, it wasn't even like that. But they don't know that. So that reception goes both ways. So this is why we have to be careful in how we deliver, how we communicate, how we talk to each other, because we all deserve common courtesy. Just common courtesy. Let's just start with that. You ain't got to be besties. You ain't got to be all up in each other's face doing lunch and dinners and sharing Ubers and all this stuff like that. You don't even have to be doing all of that. But what you do owe another person is common courtesy. You can come in, how you doing, a simple greeting. I was taught that common courtesy is due to a dog. If you walk into a dog's house, okay, and that's where he lives, you need to speak to him. Tell him, hey, say what's up, what's going on. You may not even be a dog person, but tell him, hey, if they're going to put the dog up or whatever, that's something completely different. But I'm just saying, just common courtesy. If we could just learn to just be nice to each other, just being nice to each other means so much. Okay? You encounter people every day. Everybody, everywhere got something they got going on or something they just went through. Everybody. You are not alone. You are not the only one. This is not about you all the time. Me and some girlfriends of mine, we talk about, okay, today is not your day. Okay? Because it ain't always your day. Sometimes you have to say, you know what? Hey, I know I got some issues or what have you of my own happening. But guess what? It ain't my day. They got you penciled in on Tuesday and we are at Thursday. And so you got to wait the next week unless somebody is willing to share part of their day with you, or they don't really have anything that they got going on today. So they're now saying, okay, guess what? We can get you fitted in today. Okay? Just a little bit. I can give you about 30 minutes. Okay? So you might have to take that 30 minutes and just be grateful for that 30 minutes. Okay? Because that's all you can get right now. But just understandably that we all are on this journey together. We are all trying to walk and be the best you that you can be every day. You can't manage nobody at the end of the day but you. Okay? You can be responsible for a process, a department, a situation, whatever. But at the end of the day, the only actions and reactions that you can control and manage are your own. Those are the only ones that you can be responsible for. Everything else, you put out the best and you hope for the best. Okay? Because you never know where somebody else may be mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. We all have different ways that we deal with different situations. And it's not, 9 times out of 10, it's not disrespect to you. It really isn't. But right in that moment that you may have encountered something with someone, bam, it can come across wrong. The delivery can be ugly. And it creates a whole different situation and scenario that really could have just stayed at, okay, you know what? Hey, whatever you got going on, it's bigger than me. It really is. It's bigger than me. And it has nothing to do with me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to let you manage that whole thing that you got going on, because I clearly can't do nothing or am not making the situation any better. Okay? Not make it personal. Not make it personal. Okay? Because that's when that you get to that two wrongs don't make a right thing. Yeah. You get two people bumping heads against each other because, oh, you came at me with blah, 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 and you said da, da, da. Really? It probably don't have nothing to do with you. So before you even take and put all that energy into that, understand, guess what? Whatever you got going on is so beyond me. I'm going to let you have that. I'm going to let you have it. See, that way you save your energy, you save your juices, you keep your battery level high. Because a lot of times what you do is allow that person's energy to be transferred to you. And now you done took that on. And guess what you're doing? Draining your battery. And before you know it, your red light blinking because your battery low. Because you done now took and put all this energy into, you came at me. They said such and such to me, and they did this, that, and the other, and the blah, blah. When in all fairness, it really wasn't about you from the start. You could have just left it right there where you found it. Being able to just be human sometimes is so essential. It really is. Taking a minute to just breathe, okay? Sometimes we have things going on. You may need to step back, step out, step over, whatever it is you need to do. But this way, at least you're not inflicting what you have going on personally on everyone else, okay? And that is what's going to give you your deliverance and going to help you to be able to go or continue on your journey where it is that you're trying to go. And you can take that same advice and that same energy and be able to help the next person, because sometimes people don't even realize that that's what they're doing. That they don't even realize it. Now, there are some people, you can tell them, because I've experienced people like that, and they just feel like, well, this is who I am. Okay. Well, in realizing that that's who you are, because clearly you realize that that's who you are, and they've been told this more than one time, okay? But some people are truly above reproach. They are above reproach. I don't care what come or go. Everything that they do is still okay, or they just feel like everybody should just deal with it. And this is how I am. I've always been this way, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, blah, 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 your way on into being over there by yourself, because you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to catch the right person on the right day, and they're going to let you have it. And then you're not going to understand why they were so mean to me. But all they did was gave you right back what you gave them. And guess what? That's just the way that they are. But now it don't feel so good because the shoe on the other foot. I don't like it. Okay, but when you came across the people like that, you felt it was okay. It's the way I am, right? Right? Yeah. So be careful. What you say, how you say it, can be either accepted or rejected. So most cases, it's just better to try to treat people the way you wish to be treated. And understand something. That don't mean that you get a pass because this is the way that you are, or the way that you like to say it, but I don't want nobody talking to me like that. That's not fair. And what we have to do in life is be fair. We have to try to be as fair and as apologetic, if needed, as possible. Because sometimes you do have to be willing to just say, you know what? I apologize for that. That was not the way that I wanted it to be received by you. It's not. It happens because we're human. But this is why we have erasers on pencils. Okay? We have to always understand, guess what? I made a mistake. Own it, accept it, and let's move on. Okay? Because a lot of times you don't even have to get stuck in that. But you have situations where people are like, I ain't finna do this. I ain't finna do this, so. And you don't want to just say, hey, I apologize. It's not always about being sorry. And some people may say, oh, that means the same thing. But to apologize for something, whether you say I apologize or I'm sorry, whatever wording you choose, my bad, whatever word you choose to accept the fact that something I did impacted you negatively is all that a person needs 9 times out of 10. People just want you to be accountable. Can we just own what it is that we did? Can we just own the fact that, hey, this was, delivered to me this way and it affected me this way? Guess what? It's okay. It really is okay. Sometimes, like I said, it takes misunderstandings to bring about understandings. And as long as you can get to the understanding piece of it, whether it's you're in agreement, but just get to the fact that you understand that we either agree or disagree collectively, and let's move on. These are the types of conversations that I would love to have with you all. We are in 2020. We are pressing play every day. We are going to be interactive. We are going to connect as people, as humans, okay? As humans, okay? We're going to start with that. We are all beautiful beings having a human experience. Understand that. And again, like I said, everybody got something they got going on or just went through or about to go through. Everybody. None of us are exempt, honey. None of us. I don't care how much money you got or don't have. Guess what? Everybody got a situation. Okay? It's not for you to say, oh, that ain't that big of a deal, or this is not that. Don't judge them, because things impact people differently. Okay? They impact people differently. And we just have to have a respect for one another. Okay? But this is, again, the way we're going to be living over here on this channel. We're going to talk about things. We're going to discuss things. If y'all got topics of conversation that y'all would like to talk about, let me know. We'll see if we can't put something together, get a dialogue going. We can talk about it. We can have a discussion, and we can, go from there. Life is a beautiful, beautiful experience. We only get to come down this road one time. And I want to try to get all I can get while I'm here. Trust me. I know if any of y'all are like me, we've had too many friends and family and stuff like that have unfortunately left here. And we may feel that at this point, they were taken away from us or what have you. But it's not up to us when we go or how long we get to stay. So let's try to make the most of our journey while we're here. I thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch me, and be sure that you subscribe to my channel, okay? I need those subscriptions, guys. We're trying to get our numbers up for this year, and we have big things to talk about, like all year, okay? I got some different types of things that I want to do, different types of dialogue that I want to have, doing some stuff middays and stuff like that. So we're going to have different types of things. I don't want to be just have one trick going on, if you will, just one thing, but just for people to be able to talk, because sometimes, like I said, those misunderstandings and what you may think is, oh, I'm alone, I'm the only one. You're not, love. Okay? So just be clear on the fact that, hey, guess what? We can always talk about it. We can talk about it. All right? Here on Conversations with Kim, like I said, we're going to get into it. We're going to be grown. We're going to do what it is we need to do, and we're going to keep it moving, because we got new levels to get to. We got new levels. We got places to go, things to do, and people to see, honey. And I'm not here for letting grass grow around my feet. No, ma'am. Okay? So, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? And we will see you the next time. Until then, bring in 2020 with a clear mind, clear vision, and a clear mindset on what it is and where it is that you want to go. Bye.